Sophie. I have allergy problems today, but we're not going to let that stop me. We're not going to let that stop any of us. Tonight we are starting our new schedule. We are going to be playing from now on until I can figure out a better schedule or new employment or whatever. Our new schedule is Wednesday through Sunday, 9 p.m. flat, unless I decide to delay or early or make a stream come earlier. 9 p.m. flat, Central Standard Time, Wednesday through Sunday. We're also playing a new game tonight. We are playing Hellblade, Senua Sacrifice. This game was released last year on PS4 as an exclusive, and it came to Xbox just yesterday. Yes, yesterday. I wasn't able to play it until today due to work constraints, but I'm really excited. I pre-ordered it and everything. I wanted to play this, but I didn't have the PS4 to do so. So I'm really excited to do this for you all tonight. We're gonna have plenty of fun. Should have done this check moments ago, but we're just making sure. Yep, audio is working. So we're gonna get into it, guys. We're gonna have fun and experience this game to the fullest of our ability, the best way that we can. So I'm really excited to experience this with you all. This kind of goes back into our horror genre a little bit. It's not as horror-y as Outlast 2, which we're still playing through, by the way, Friday Night Frights. But it has a very spooky and psychosis kind of thing going on with it. Like, they had to consult actual psychologists and psychiatrists, like people who understand psychoses, and they're like, you guys are doing a good job for this. So let that be a warning if you guys are watching this on past broadcasts. If you guys have issues with disturbing things, I'm not going to be offended if you don't watch. You can turn it off. But this is going to be going through some tough stuff. But we're going to turn it on. Yeah. Cool.
Hello. Who are you? Welcome. You're safe with me. I'll be right here, nice and close so I can speak without alerting the others. Let me tell you about Senua. Her story has already come to an end, but now it begins anew.
What's happening? It's breathing. Dead. It's breathing. It's breathing. He knows she's getting closer. He can feel her coming closer. She's getting closer.
The game is absolutely beautiful.
They're watching.
This is a journey deep into darkness. There will be no more stories after this one.
What is she doing? Why is she doing this? They're watching. Why isn't she coming? She's doing this for him. She wants to rescue him. He's already he can feel you coming. Quiet.
Oh, how rude of me.
I have control of the camera now.
I never told you of the others. You hear them too, right? They've been around ever since the tragedy. Well, that's not quite true. Some are old, some are new, but they've changed. I think the darkness changed them, just like it changed her.
Can you see them? Over there. Why isn't she looking? Why aren't you looking? It's in Helheim.
Look, up ahead.
Helheim.
You see it too?
You promised you gave
Yes. It is real after all. She's finally arrived in the land of mist and fog. The place the Northmen call Hell.
Turn back. Go back. Go back. It's not safe. Go back. Go back. Go back. It's not safe.
It's them. They're here.
Goodness.
They lie rotting in the fields and rivers of hell. But the dead don't always lie still here. This is not a place of rest.
You can't do this. Go back, go back. They're going to do that to you. Can you see them? Can you see them? They're going to do that to you. They're watching. Stop. Can you feel them watching? They're watching her. They're watching her.
Oof.
You're so close to the darkness. Go back. Can you feel it?
What is she thinking? I can tell you. She's afraid. Wouldn't you be? You'd think she would get used to it by now after so many years. But the darkness, it just builds onto itself, growing stronger, towering over her. You might try and ignore it, turn away. But it's always there, just out of sight, where you're most vulnerable. It's like it knows that just enough light is all.
This is deep.
They can feel you.
You might think she's brave to go on this journey on her own, but it isn't bravery that drives her. Bravery only means something to those afraid of death. Senua's fear runs far, far deeper.
All right.
What is she looking at? What is she leaving behind? I know what she's thinking. I hear her thoughts. It's not too late to get into the boat and go back. No one will judge her. No one will ever know. Oh, she heard us. There's no going back.
You can't do it.
Senua pushes away a world that conspired to cause so much suffering. There's nothing to go back to, and worse to look forward to. Why don't you join us? Maybe you too have a part to play in this story.
Oh.
Focus. Look closer. Look. Use your eyes. Why isn't she looking closer? She needs to look closer.
Do not forget my stories, Senua. Because your darkness comes from hell, and your fate lies there. They say the burning of a corpse will take you straight to Hela's gate, but gods and the living will follow this path. You must leave the Isles of Orkney across the eastern sea and find a road that leads north and down through deep, dark valleys. After 9 nights of riding, you will follow a great river and will find a bridge covered in gold. The path to Helheim goes from there, across the river of knives that flows from the dark world of Niflheim.
Ooh. let's see. Interact, focus, run, move, look, photo mode. Okay.
Darkness is coming. Yearns for life. Hungers for it. Like black holes in the night. But she's not stopping. Not this time.
Can you see it?
The land of mist and fog.
He's in there.
The old fool was right.
You see him?
What was it he said? The river of knives across which lies the halls of hell. The place they call Helheim.
He's lost. He's lost.
Where are you? I hear you.
He's there. You know it.
There's no doubt about
He's
it.
lost.
The source of the darkness is in Helheim,
They're
and the goddess Hela holds his soul there.
Oh,
Her dear beloved, Dillian.
What is she doing? Why is she doing this? Why doesn't she turn back? She's doing this for him. She wants to rescue him. He's already dead. He's there. But his soul is in Helheim. His soul still lives.
The bridge to Helheim.
Where are we?
I forget its name. She forgets too. But she does remember that only the dead may cross it. That part wasn't so easy to forget. The old fool said there was a hidden path up to it. Let's see, shall we?
The Northmen speak of 9 worlds. The world of men they call Midgard. Sky gods dwell in Asgard. The gods of earth, harvest, wind, and sea dwell in Vanaheim. The good elves dwell in Alfheim. The evil ones dwell in Svartalfheim. The mountain giants dwell in Jotunheim. The fire giants dwell in Muspelheim. Niflheim is the world of ice and darkness. Only the dead dwell in Helheim. And that is where you must travel.
so if you guys have ever watched, I mean, my knowledge of Norse mythology is actually pretty limited, but I understand a lot that's going on, even with just watching the Avengers and knowing stuff through Thor, because a lot of the stuff from Thor, like the Marvel comic character, is based in Norse mythology. Like, so much is a character that is based.
Don't stop. You can't.
So I understood a lot of that, and I understood, just the little small tidbits of what I've learned about Norse mythology through the years.
Turn around.
Oh, Kim doesn't hold your hand.
Do that. She shouldn't have done it. She can't go back now.
No, this is it. The hidden path.
It's not good. It will hurt. It's going to hurt you.
Oh.
It's dangerous.
Don't kill me. I'm not one of them.
Don't listen.
I was just hiding. I find I live longer that way.
Don't listen.
Wait. Who are you?
It's just a memory.
Druth? Is that you?
How do you know?
For my tales of the Northmen, they call me Druth. A liar.
He's lost.
An old fool. Druth is my truth.
It's good to see you again. You kept your vow.
Guide you in this life and the next. I will tell you my stories of hell, if I may walk with you.
Tell me your stories again, old friend. I'm listening.
The runes seal the gates to hell. Focus your inner eye, and you too will see what's hidden in plain sight.
I can see one.
Hold it in your mind's eye. Find one like it to open the gate.
Why can't she look at us? Take a closer look. It's hidden. Look for his name. You'll never see it. You can't see it.
Interesting.
You'll see it. You'll find it. You'll never find it. Give up now. It's a secret. Hidden secrets. So brave. You're not safe. Stop. It's just.
It's near. Find it. Look towards the gate, and the gate will open.
Oh, that's neat.
It's just.
The gate is open. Go through the gate.
Go through it. It's dangerous. Follow it.
What's behind the gate? It worked.
That was a cool shadow puzzle.
I spent 6 years enslaved in hell, but I watched the Northmen, learnt their ways.
I know you did.
You listened when everyone else laughed. My people paid the heavy price. Carry my stories with you, and together we will make the Northmen feel our fury.
Another voice joins us. She once tried to make them go away. Pretend they weren't real. But what good is that? When we are always here. I guess it's the same with heights. You can stand on the edge, pretend it's going to be okay. But you know that death is near, waiting for you to make that little slip. You can't just wish things away.
dead is ruled by the giantess, Hela, daughter of Loki. The gods feared her bloodline, bad on her mother's side and yet much worse on her father's. So, as a child, the All-Father cast her down into Helheim and gave her power over those who die of sickness, age, hardship, and self-slaughter. In all of the 9 worlds, only Hela can resurrect the dead. To Hela, your Dillion was sacrificed, and with her you must bargain.
Oh. Rich. Gate for the first time.
The gate to Helheim divides the living from the dead. Is that the face of Hela herself? Goddess that rules over Helheim. Whatever horrors lie behind that door, she must find him. Shh. Someone's here. Took him from me. I beg you, let him go. I'll give you what you want. I won't resist anymore. Just give him back.
Okay.
Ignore the pain.
Whoa. Well, That's how you die in the game.
A vision of what's to come. Poor Senua. The darkness does not bargain. It does not reason. It is rot. And now it has taken hold. It will spread towards her head, the seat of the soul, until there is nothing left of her. All of her suffering will have been for nothing. It's just a matter of time.
You dodge. Oh, evade is A. Okay. Oh. Wow, that's neat. Whoa! That is a neat mechanic.
The hardest battles are fought in the mind. That is what Dillian taught her. With every defeat, the dark rot will grow and soon it will take her soul. But for now, at least, she still has control of her mind. And she will fulfill her vow, whatever the cost.
We could be playing this for a while, actually. That is an impressive mechanic. And, like, it teaches me as a player to realize the gravity of
Hela lies behind
decisions
the
and
gate
such,
to Helheim.
and the way I play.
To open the gate, you must first face the gods that guard it. The god of fire, Surt, and the god of illusion, Valravan. Spill their blood to open the gate to Helheim and enter the land of the dead.
To Dillian.
To his soul. It won't open.
How will she get through?
Why won't it open?
Why can't she open? She needs to challenge the gods.
She has to fight two gods first.
Two gods?
Two gates.
Which will she choose first?
One of them will kill her, I know it.
She's going to die.
Surt, the fire giant, has answered.
Choose a gate, Senua.
He comes from a land older than mankind. And the Northmen call upon his flaming sword to raise their enemies to the ground. Find him, Senua, and spill his blood.
She found the wretched old fool on her way back from the wilds. An outcast. He was badly burnt all over. She took pity on him, for he was not long for this world.
Senua.
Like her,
We each walk these
who
lines
spoke of his own
towards
darkness.
different horizons.
The Northmen.
Some of us further than others. Your father cannot see what you see, but there is nothing wrong with seeing the world the way you do.
Ow. Oh. Dang!
Can you see the fires? Keep going.
Don't let them get behind you.
Finish this. End it now. You are incapable. Remember it. He's gone.
Yes, Senua.
I can still smell it. Sweet, sickly stench of burning human flesh. And I still hear their cries carried in the wind. Do you hear them too, Senua?
Yes, I heard their screams, and I still hear them now.
Wow. I like this a
The
lot.
path to Helheim is sealed to the living, but you already walk amongst the dead. Look towards the gate, and you will see that it has opened. When they first came to my lands, I knew enough of their tongue to beg for mercy, and they took me as a slave. I wish now that they had slaughtered me like the others. I rode their storm of fire, death, slavery to many lands. This darkness you speak of? I know it well.
And I'm still here to fight it.
Defend yourself.
He's down. Finish it. Finish it. Strike him.
Behind you! Behind you!
Let them get behind you.
Oh gosh, this is brutal. I love it. Huh.
They're winning.
You won.
There's too many of them.
Find a good position.
But you let them.
When you see a fire gate of soot, know that only a sacrifice will stoke the fires of Muspel and let the dead walk through.
Find the fire, Senua, to follow the path to Surt. Hell will not give you the answers you want. But you mustn't look away from the horrors it does offer. Because you cannot overcome suffering if you refuse to look at it.
Huh.
What's happening? Where's the fire gone? Where's it gone? The fire's disappeared. The pyre. Surt is through there. He's waiting for her. He can't get through. How will she get through?
She'll need to find another way.
Truth said, find your own heart.
There's always another way.
There's always a way.
Find your own way.
You just have to find it. He's waiting for you. It was never going to be that easy. He's waiting.
The Northmen tell this story.
Find him.
Before the earth was created, there was a world called Muspel. Because it was in the south, it was bright and hot, flaming, burning. Sparks that flew out from Muspel became the stars. Other sparks melted ice in the frozen world of Niflheim, creating the body of the first giant, Ymir. Muspel is one of the 9 worlds, and is now the land of the fire giants. And people from elsewhere cannot endure a journey there.
Another gate.
She needs to find it.
Another fire sacrifice.
Another fire sacrifice.
Another fight.
It's too far.
She'll never find it. She'll never make her way back.
She needs to remember the way back.
What happens when she finds it?
Everything will burn.
Concentrate on where you're going. She needs to remember the path.
Everything will burn. Then how will she find the way back?
She won't. She won't be able to tell.
The Northmen say that the defender of Muspel is called Surt, the foremost of the fire giants. His name means the Black One, because he is like something burnt. The Northmen believe that he sits at the border of Muspel with his flaming sword, and at the end of the world he will leave his post. He will travel to Asgard and Midgard, waging war against all the gods. He will be victorious, and then burn the whole world with fire.
Oh, it's Ragnarok! Right, Ragnarok? Norse mythology, I think it's Fenrir that causes Ragnarok. In fact, Fenrir and Loki that cause Ragnarok. Just 1 second, folks. There we go.
The Northmen made fire sacrifices, burning slaves like me to reveal the path to Surt.
I searched for meaning in their suffering, in their eyes.
But they just screamed like helpless pigs. Answer your prayers, Senua. I asked the gods for mercy, all of them, even theirs. None answered. In the end, I set myself free. Defy the gods, Senua! Find your own path, like I find mine!
My gods abandoned me. I am alone.
Oh.
Northmen believe that the world will be destroyed someday. They call it Ragnarok, the destiny of the gods. Asgard will be attacked by Surt and the fire giants. A monstrous wolf will swallow the sun, and the gods will fight in vain against their enemies. There is nothing they can do to prevent it, but Odin ever seeks knowledge and magic, hoping to find a way to postpone that dark day. The Northmen of Hell worship the Devourers, insatiable gods of darkness. I come from Erin, Senua, where I once followed my own gods, the Tuatha De Danann.
Why did you abandon your gods?
Senua, I was a man of knowledge, not a warrior. To survive, I did things. Bad things.
Like you, Senua. The man I once was has died. And when that happens, even gods you worship can die with you. The Northmen believe that the world will be destroyed someday. They call it Ragnarok, the destiny of the gods. Asgard will be attacked by Surt and the fire giants. A monstrous wolf will swallow the sun, and the gods will fight in vain against their enemies. There is nothing they can do to prevent it, but Odin ever seeks knowledge and magic, hoping to find a way to postpone that dark day.
Hmm. Shadow thing? I may need to get back up there one more time to try it. Oh. Found it. Urth's fire trails betrayed him. What? I'm really confused. I wonder if I can avoid that fight.
Let it collapse, and have the courage to shed your tears.
Raise your world to the prime!
My world is dead.
Only then, as with a newborn, will you see the world anew.
No, I see nothing now.
This game, and I'm filling up my paper tank. Sorry for the halt. This game is amazing. I'm actually very, very amazed by it. And I really do like the mechanic of the rot. I mean, if it comes to the point where I have to replay it from the beginning, I mean, so be it. Because this is a game that kind of teaches you, and it teaches me as a player, you know? I say you very generally, me being lumped. But it's a game that teaches you make everything you do count worthwhile. Hey, if you're fighting a boss character, say like, I don't know, like this guy, the god of fire, would hope. I have a feeling we're gonna have to open up this. We're gonna get into it, we're gonna open up the gate.
Tell me truth. How did you escape your darkness?
Senua, once I found my purpose, I was no longer enslaved to the suffering I had to endure to reach it. Unclouded by fear, I could see it clearly in others. Even my captors feared the fire of Surt. And so, during one raid, I took my chance and ran, knowing that they would not follow. The fool ran into the fire. They left me for dead. Maybe they were right to. But here I am. Free.
I'm glad I found you in the wilds. I wouldn't have made it without you.
Really does have a lot to offer through psychosis.
The Northmen say that at Ragnarok, the sons of Muspel will travel to battle in the ship called Naglfar, the corpse ship. And when the sons of Muspel leave the ship and ride to battle, it will be as though the sky had split open, and Surt will lead them. Wherever he goes, flame will erupt before him, and fires will burn behind him.
coming. Go on. Nothing will stop me. Run, Senua. Run, run, run.
Don't give up. Don't give up. She's dying.
It's him. It's him.
I got burned alive! Hold on, just...
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. This darkness takes everything. Everyone.
Senua, are you sure you want to do this? We can fight this together, side by side. We always do.
This is my battle. I have to face it alone, away from here.
Where will you go?
I don't know.
For how long?
I don't know.
I believe in you. You know that. Just promise me that you will come back to me. I want you to say it. I want you to say it.
I will come back to you. I promise.
Come on.
Take his mark, and I will chase you from the underworld and forever leave your dead.
Oh.
You destroyed everything, everyone, but not me. Fight me now.
Don't give up. Don't give up.
Whoa.
Quickly get up. She's injured.
Hey, Apocalypse! Ah!
Search is getting stronger. Stop it now. Stop it.
Ah! Oh my gosh! Yeah, this is really very, very intense. And if I fail too many times, I have to start the game over from the beginning.
Focus now. Stop them. Stop it now. What are you doing?
Whoa, yeah!
For every battle won, a greater battle takes its place. And so it goes. Until we fall. And in the end, we all fall. Even the gods have their time. Yet we still go on. Why?
I made a promise, and I will go to hell to keep it.
I die free, knowing you will carry my stories with you. I have fulfilled my quest.
Yes, you have.
When the darkness comes, I vow to guide you in this life and the next to fulfill yours.
Then I will see you in hell.
Wow.
Be ready to face horror in the eye, as I have, to find your answers, your quest, your truth.
That was fun. Like, that was an intense boss battle.
Truth was a troubled man. Scholar turned slave. They tortured him. Took him with them on their raids. Drove him to madness. Spreading this new form of darkness to new worlds. To my world. Senua saw a deep connection form between the Northmen and the darkness. His tales of hell were true. Then that was the source of it. She learned everything she could from him. Until she too could see what he saw. Have you ever died before? It's a serious question. When the illusion of self is shattered, you simply cease to be. Though it may not seem that way to others, you know when it is true. You can feel it. A stranger in your own body. An imposter. And nothing is the same ever again. Senua has died before. And she will do so again. You can be sure of that.
Surprise him! Take him down! Take him down! Don't let them get behind you! It's nearly over. They're winning. Stand up straight. Slowly.
The gate won't open.
She can't get through.
Why
Let's
not?
go to the gate.
She can't.
Why?
She's only done one test.
Just one.
She's only
test.
passed one test.
What's the other test?
What's the other
Is
test?
there another one?
There must be. The gate won't open.
Druth said Valravan. Valravan. Dark magic.
Valravan. Druth said Valravan.
No, he didn't. She needs to pass the test. The second test.
She can sense darkness coming.
She
The
has
Northmen
to.
say that in the beginning there was nothing but darkness. Bitter cold to the north. The Northmen say that in the beginning there was nothing but darkness. Bitter cold to the north, fiery hot to the south. They say the cold formed ice, which melted from the sparks from the south. The power of the darkness gave life to the dripping ice, and the first giant was born, and was named Ymir. The ice continued.
Valravan, ancestor of the seers and master of prey with his powers of illusion and feasts on their remains. Follow the path to Valramark. The gate to Helheim cannot be opened without it.
Ymir was a frost giant, a being of darkness, and all his sons and grandsons were dark after him. Of his daughters and granddaughters, some were monstrous, but others fair. But there was another who came from the ice. Buri. In shape, he was like a man, big and powerful. His son, Bor, took a fair giant to be his wife, and they had 3 sons. Odin was the eldest, and the Northmen hold him to be the foremost of the gods, the All-Father.
We're actually getting a look at Norse mythology as well, so this is insightful.
Illusion hides the path to Valravan. Don't trust your eyes. Find another way to see the truth.
What's that? It's a door.
Push it. Push it. Push it. She did it. She did it. She did it.
Something was different.
We all want to see behind the veil, don't we? But once we do, we mostly just close our eyes again and pretend what we saw was never really there. Senua never could close her eyes, however hard she tried. Begged. you gaze into the relentless darkness, all that lurks within it can see you too.
Oh. He just got turned around.
Will die.
Now, this is nearly the end.
Behind you!
Quickly get up, they're coming.
It's not over. It's not over. It's going.
Behind you. He's down. Finish it.
Finish it. Strike it.
Defend yourself.
Finish it. Find a good position. Surround you. Behind you. You better fight.
She's so weak, she's so weak. They can see you're weak.
Get up. She's going to die.
She's hurt. She's injured. She won't make it.
You won.
Oh.
The Northmen will not stop her. She will find what she's looking for.
Valravan's power of illusion comes from ravens. Align the ravens to break his magic seal.
Show me what you have seen, Truth.
Look how much it's changed. It's all different.
Oh.
Something's shifted.
same, but feels different. An imposter world, where the forest itself is watching. Another gate.
Another gate. You know what to do. Stay back. You have to open. It's not safe. Don't listen to them. Listen. Don't. Open it. You can
To
do it.
break the seal, align the ravens with the mark of Valravan.
Which ravens? Where are they? Can't you see them? She was. Line up the ravens. Shh.
I hear something.
If you hear the soul of Valravan, follow it, and it will lead you to him. But be aware of his... Always trust your eyes.
Where is it? It's all your fault. Valravan's song. Listen, focus. You need to focus. Focus.
Oh.
Is she lost? It wouldn't be the first time. Last winter, before the tragedy, she journeyed into the wilds of her native land, living off berries, roots, and rabbits. It's not uncommon, you see. We call such a person a Gelt. Some, like Truth, become Gelt in search of penance. Others, like Senua, to purge a curse. Those who make it back are forever changed.
She can get up now. What's happening? She can get up now. How can she get out? It must be magic. Dark magic. A trick. Valravan tricking her. Valravan. How can she get out? Wait. It's him. Dark magic draws her closer. It's not him. He's helping her. It's not him. It's a trick. She's doing it on her own. He's not tricking her. It's magic. It's an illusion.
were that simple. The worst kind comes without warning. A deep and primal signal from within. A reminder that just because you cannot see the threat, it doesn't mean that it's not already here.
Find your own path. There's a different way. She finished him! They're overwhelming. Surrounding her. She's going to lose. He's gone! She's come this far, she needs to keep going. Quickly get up, they're coming! She's hurt. She won't make it.
She's so weak. They can see you're weak.
Surprise him! She's hurt. She's injured. She won't make it. Take him down! Take him down! Finished!
Oh.
The Northmen say that Odin and his brothers killed Ymir, and that the world of men was formed from his corpse. They made his bones into stone, and his flesh into earth, and his blood into the salt sea. They set his skull to be the bowl of the sky, with his brains for clouds. Odin and his brothers caught the sparks flying from Muspel and made them into stars. And to protect the new world from the giants, they used Ymir's great curving eyebrows as walls.
Ooh. Vanessa. A little bit of acid reflux right there. Now my throat's on fire.
Do you know what it's like to leave everything behind? Your home? To head deep into the wilds, perhaps never to return. Senua does. Because when darkness speaks, it changes everything. Turning home into a foreign land and loved ones into strangers. Exile makes sense when you realize that you were never really home in the first place.
I think we just fell through the map. And that wasn't supposed to happen. Oh man. That was a nice little solid burning feeling in my throat. Well, guys, it seems that the game is acting a little wonky. I'm gonna end it here, and we're gonna try and reinstall tonight, and then we're gonna try to continue on. If I have to start it over from the beginning and get to this point, I will off stream. It didn't take me too long. It took me a little over an hour and a half. But I know how to play it now, so we don't have to worry extensively about some of these things. But we're gonna have a good time. I'm gonna join him shortly after I get this stuff with my throat settled, and we're gonna be playing some Minecraft over on his channel. So I hope you guys like what you see. I'll be back here tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. If not with more Hellblade, we'll be playing some of the Overwatch event archives. We'll be playing some of the Uprising from last year and the new Retribution mode. I'm gonna try to get James and maybe my coworker Jack to play. Maybe I can get a hold of our good friend Kapa, who's another Tri-Phoenix member. We can get a solid squad of 4 going, have just a massive amount of fun and hijinks. But thank you all for being here. Thank you all for watching. If you guys are watching in past broadcasts, I truly do appreciate it. If you guys liked what you saw, hit that follow button. Follow me on Twitter, please. It's the best way to know when I'm going live. I post when I go on live. And then do follow me on Discord. Like an opportunity to interact with you guys offline, off of the streams, and be a part of your life. I mean, I'm not present there all the time, but I want to see my community thrive and prosper and be great. There's going to be a lot of interesting things up and coming towards the channel very soon, but as for right now, this is it. Thank you all for being here, and I will see you all tomorrow. Y'all have a wonderful night. Goodbye. Good night, everybody.